Hello and welcome to the 1 Minute Rewatch. I am TC DeWitt and today I shall be the movie critic you deserve, but not the one that you need. Unless you've been living in a hole deep in the Indian desert, you are well aware that there's a new Superman-Batman movie, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, or Batman 5, Superman, Dawn of Justice, or Man of Steel 2, or They Punch for a Bit and Then They're Mates, hashtag They Punch for a Bit and Then They're Mates, or Superman v Batman v Wonder Woman v Lex v Doomzod v Aquaman v Rushed Justice League setup movie. With so many versions of these two characters, it was hard for me to pick just one thing to review, but the 2012 The Dark Knight Returns leapt out at me, seen as the new movie draws heavily from the 1986 Frank Miller graphic novel. In particular, I don't think too many people have seen the animated version of this groundbreaking comic. Batman The Dark Knight Returns is a direct-to-video animated superhero film directed by Jay Oliva and produced by the godfather of DC Animated Universe, Bruce Timm, and stars Peter Weller as Batman along with Ariel Winter, Michael Emerson, Paget Brewster, Tress McNally, and Conan O'Brien. The film tells of an alternate timeline where Bruce Wayne, at 55, comes out of retirement to fight a crime wave that has taken over Gotham. He must fight gangs much stronger and younger than him, Two-Face, Joker. He must struggle with the limitations of his own aging, beaten, and broken body, and he has one of the most legendary throwdowns with his once friend, now government puppet, Superman. Duty calls. Start the timer. When you adapt one of the most important comic books of all time, you better do it right. Adaptation is an art, and we've seen time and again how difficult it can be adapting comic books, particularly Batman. But when you have a comic this beloved, produced by a producer this good, with a voice director as legendary as Adria Romano, it would be almost a challenge to screw it up. Peter Weller plays a pitch-perfect aged Bruce. Ariel Winter is a fantastic Carrie Kelly Robin. Michael Emerson is freaking chilling, putting him up there with Hamill as one of the best Jokers. If you haven't read it already, read this book. There are English courses that study it, and this movie could be studied as well. Considering the state of our nation, our national fear of terrorism and the police and violence, the questions this movie addresses concerning all that makes this movie extremely poignant. Should we be inspired by the Bat? What does our love for this vigilante say about us? What does his rule against killing and guns say about the nature of heroes in the world of violence? This stuff gets deep. This movie isn't just about an old guy dressed as a bat fighting Mohawk gangs and clowns. He is fighting against a broken system of control and government, and he fights Superman, the very embodiment of fascism and government control. This movie is about more than fights and explosions and pointless spectacle. There's a reason this book has been drawn from again and again, from Nolan to Snyder. The Dark Knight Returns is one of the best Batman stories. This is one of the best Batman movies, and that's why I give it 4.5 Batarangs out of 5. Seriously, this is a great movie. Check it out. The whole thing's on YouTube if you want to watch it there. And if you see BVSDOJ, tell me all about it in the comments below, or if you want to see me review something in the future. And if you like to hear me talk about movies at length, I have a weekly podcast available on iTunes called The Rewatchman. And for you video game nuts, check out my Commissioner Gordon, Chad Halverson, over at the 1 Minute Gamer. He did a review of Arkham Knight that's pretty darn funny. But that's it for this week. I am TC DeWitt, and you are vengeance. You are night. You are Batman. Doodle 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 doodle.